Let's begin. Get comfortable. Let your body settle into the mattress, into the floor beneath it, into the space beneath everything. Feel your breath moving in and out, gently, effortlessly. Inhale and exhale, like a wave, like a whisper, like the soft pulse of the universe. Now imagine you are floating. No sound, no weight, no ceiling, no floor, only the dark, infinite hush of space. You are wrapped in stardust, held in a gentle cradle of time and silence. Around you, stars blink softly like candle flames. Some near, some far, some long gone, their light still traveling, still whispering through the endless black. You're drifting through the cosmos slowly, like a feather falling through eternity. No hurry, no destination, just motion, just breath. And somewhere, far beyond language, far beyond memory or thought, the universe breathes. Not like you and I breathe, with lungs, with air, with the rise and fall of chest and ribs, but with rhythm, with cycles, with pulses and tides, with expanding light, collapsing dark, with the slow inhale of galaxies swirling into being and the even slower exhale as stars burn out, one by one, like sleepy eyes closing across the sky. Every star you've ever seen, and every one you haven't, beats like a drum, a rhythm buried deep in its heart, a pulse you can't hear with ears, but can feel if you let yourself drift deep enough. Boom, boom, a star is born. Boom, boom, it shines for 1 billion years. Boom, boom, and one day it sleeps. This rhythm, this cosmic breathing, is everywhere. In the swirl of galaxies, in the dance of planets, in the heartbeat of the void. If you close your eyes, you might even feel it in your own chest. That subtle alignment, as if some part of you remembers that you were made from stardust too. Because you were. Every atom in your body, carbon, iron, calcium, forged in the furnace of dying stars. You are not separate from the universe. You are its whisper. You are its rhythm. And tonight, as you listen, as you sink into sleep, that rhythm will carry you. It will rock you gently, like a moon pulled softly by a tide. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. Now look, far ahead, a galaxy slowly spins, its arms curling like soft smoke in water. Not fast, but so slow you almost don't notice. It's turning, yes, but more than that, it's breathing. Galaxies expand and they collapse. They merge, they stretch. Some burst with light, others fade into quiet. The whole thing. Inhale. Exhale. The breath of the cosmos is not measured in seconds, but in millennia. In the birth of stars, in the melting of comets, in the gentle arcs of orbiting moons. Even silence in space is not truly still. There are waves moving through the void, gravitational waves, stretching space itself like ripples across a black ocean, echoes of ancient collisions, of black holes dancing, of time itself bending, gently, softly. You are floating through this now, through those echoes, through that breath, and you are safe. No matter how far you drift, no matter how vast the dark, there is rhythm here. There is pattern. There is breath. So let go. Let the breath of the universe cradle you. Let it carry you like a leaf on still water. Inhale. Exhale. Stars flicker in rhythm. Planets hum lullabies in their orbits. Nebulae stretch like colored sighs across the dark. Everything is moving, but nothing is rushing. Nothing hurries in the universe, and neither do you. Just drift. Just listen. Just be. Let the darkness wrap around you like a warm blanket. Let the silence sing. The universe is breathing, and so are you. Imagine this now. You're drifting deeper into the velvet hush of the universe. The stars around you glow gently, not harsh like street lamps, but soft and slow like fireflies pulsing on a summer night. Each one holds a secret, a rhythm, a story millions, even billions of years in the making. Now listen. Do you hear it? No words, no voice, just a faint, steady beat, like a drum, far, far away. It's the heartbeat of a star. Not a heartbeat like yours, not thudding in blood or bone. This one pulses in light, in energy, in temperature and time. Some stars, called Cepheid variables, expand and contract in a quiet, glowing rhythm, growing large, then small, bright, then dim. Their outer layers puff outward, then fall gently inward, like a sigh, like a wave, like breath. Inhale, their brightness swells. Exhale, they dim again. These are ancient beacons, and their breath, their pulse, is so steady, so precise, that sailors once used their light to measure the distance between galaxies, a cosmic lighthouse in the great, dark ocean of space. Each pulse can last days or even months, but it never stops. It never rushes. It never breaks pattern. Imagine a star, 5,000 light years away, growing larger, warmer, glowing like golden honey, then gently folding back into itself, and doing it again and again for 1,000,000 years or more. These stars are alive in a way that feels eternal. And you, tiny as you feel, are floating among them, cradled by the glow of these beating hearts, bathed in light that left its home long before you were born. Somewhere nearby, a neutron star spins, a dead star, collapsed in on itself, but still pulsing. It spins 1,000 times every second, beaming out light like a cosmic lighthouse, faster than your eye can see. But still, a rhythm, a pulse, a breath in the dark. We call them pulsars, and they are among the most regular rhythms in the universe, so precise they could tell time better than any clock, like metronomes in the silence of space. Click, 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 like the ticking of a celestial watch. Even the death of a star is not the end of its rhythm. It simply changes its song. Slower, deeper, or sometimes faster, more intense, but always still breathing. Some stars explode, supernovae, a final exhale, a blinding burst of light, seen across galaxies. But even that is not chaos. There is a pattern in the explosion, a sequence in the light. And after the flare fades, a new rhythm begins. A new star may be born, or a black hole may rise, breathing gravity in and light out. And so the breath continues. You are moving past these giants now, floating beneath the flicker of variable stars, the hush of ancient pulsars, the glowing sigh of dying giants. And they are not hostile, not cold, not dangerous. They are simply alive. In their own immense, mysterious way. Let them watch over you. Let them hum you to sleep. Inhale, exhale, pulses of light across the sky. Even now, as you lie still, the light from millions of heartbeats is reaching you. And somewhere out there, your breath, your tiny rhythm, is part of the pattern too. Not separate, not forgotten, but woven in. Small and real. You're not just watching the stars. You're breathing with them. Now, float higher, past the glowing embers of single stars, past the flickering hearts of pulsars, and into something grander, wider. A tapestry of stars so vast your breath might catch, if breath were even needed, here in the hush of space. You're entering a galaxy now. A spiral galaxy. It turns, slowly. So slowly you could sleep for 1,000 years and barely see it shift. But still, it turns. Not in a rush, not in a hurry. Just a quiet, endless waltz. Galaxies are not still. They're not statues frozen in the black. They are dancers. Graceful. Eternal. This one, our home, the Milky Way, spins like a glowing pinwheel in the dark. Its arms curve outward, sweeping stars, dust, and gas in a spiral arc. Billions of stars, moving together, held by invisible hands, waltzing slowly across the canvas of the cosmos. It takes 200 million years for the sun to make a full trip around the galaxy. Just once. Imagine that. A single spin of the galaxy, and all of human history, every breath, every whisper, is barely a blink inside that slow motion. And yet, it moves. Rhythmically. Softly. Inhale. The stars are pulled inward. Exhale. They swing outward again. And you are inside this dance. As you lie here listening, your planet is turning on its axis, orbiting a star, which orbits the galaxy, which moves through space, which is stretching, slowly, outward. A grand choreography. And every movement is a part of the rhythm. Every swirl, every wobble of gas and dust, a line in the music. Some galaxies are spirals. Some are shaped like stretched ellipses, old and quiet and dim. Some are messy, irregular and wild, scattered like spilled ink across the sky. But even the chaos has rhythm. Some galaxies collide. Their arms interlock,
twisting and spinning together like two dancers finding each other in the dark. Not with noise, not with sound, but with light and movement. Galaxies don't crash like cars. They merge. They blend. A slow embrace over 1 billion years. A swirl of new stars is born. A new center forms. And the rhythm continues. Even the black hole at the center, the dark heart of every galaxy, is not destruction, but motion. It pulls and bends and curves time itself. And it breathes too. Not with lungs, not with voice, but with gravity. A breath so deep it can bend light. A pause so vast it can hold millions of stars in orbit. And it holds you too. Your body, your bed, your dreams, all circling that quiet gravity in a dance so slow, it feels like stillness. But it is not still. Nothing in the universe is still. Not really. Everything moves, everything turns, and everything breathes. So now, let yourself sway with it. Let your thoughts slow. Let your body feel the rhythm. Not fast, not loud, but like a lullaby hummed across eternity. Inhale. The galaxy spins. Exhale. The stars dance in their arcs. You are a part of that motion. You are inside the waltz. And it's holding you gently, like a cradle made of light and time. Rest now. Let the spiral carry you. You don't need to understand the steps. You don't need to count the time. You just need to feel it. The galaxy is breathing, and it will keep breathing, long after this night, long after this dream, long after even memory fades. You are safe inside its rhythm. Let go. Sleep. The dance will continue. You floated through the spiral arms of galaxies. You've moved past the glowing heartbeats of stars. And now, you begin to slip between them. Into the space between light. Into the quiet between the pulses. This is the in-between. No sun, no planet. Just vast, stretching dark. But it isn't empty. Not really. It's a silence so complete it hums. A silence that isn't absence, but presence. Like the hush before a snowfall. Like the pause before a breath. This is the space between stars. And it is more than emptiness. It is where gravity rests. Where light travels. Where dust drifts for centuries, waiting to become something new. You are floating through this now. And though it seems still, utterly still, there is a rhythm here too. Subtle, deep, like the slow rise and fall of a sleeping ocean. There are tiny particles moving, whispers of hydrogen, ghosts of ancient stars, faint glimmers of dust that once lived inside suns. And in this great quiet, there are waves. Not sound waves. There is no air here to carry them. But ripples in the very fabric of space. Gravitational waves. invisible pulses moving across the cosmos, stretching and squeezing the very structure of reality, like slow and visible tides. You can't hear them, but you can feel them if you listen with your deepest stillness. They're born when black holes collide, when stars spiral into each other, and the aftershock, that slow exhale of space-time, travels forever and passes through you. Right now, as you lie here, a wave from a distant galaxy might be moving through your room. So soft, so faint, it moves atoms less than a hair width. But it's there. Space sings. But it sings so quietly, only the stillest things can hear. The silence between stars is not loneliness. It's not cold or cruel. It's the resting point in the breath, the pause between the inhale and the exhale, the space between heartbeats, the gentle stillness where new rhythms begin. Even in this silence, light is traveling. Every direction. Soft beams of starlight passing by you like lanterns carried by invisible hands. It takes thousands of years for some of that light to reach you. So what you're seeing in the dark is not the present. It's a memory. A story the stars are still telling.
Long after they're gone. Light doesn't rush. It glides, gracefully, like a whispered thought moving across the mind. And you are gliding too. Let yourself drift through this quiet, through this dark, not afraid, but held by the vast silence of space. Let it soften you. Let it quiet the edges of your thoughts. There is no need for noise here. No need for answers. Only being. Only floating. Only breath. Inhale, the silence deepens. Exhale, the stars begin again. Even silence has a pulse. Even darkness holds light. You are not alone in this stillness. You are part of it. And the universe, in all its silence, knows your rhythm too. Now, imagine that everything, every star, every planet, every grain of dust is moving apart, not flying away in chaos, but drifting, stretching, expanding, like a slow-motion exhale across eternity. The universe is growing, and it has been for billions of years, since the moment it was born. Once, it was no larger than a whisper, a single point. So small, it contained everything: time, matter, possibility. And then, in a moment beyond imagining, it bloomed. Not like a fire, not like an explosion, but like light unfolding. And the breath began. Every direction, outward, endless, soft. And it hasn't stopped. Even now, galaxies are moving away from one another. Not through space, but with it. Space itself is stretching, like a balloon gently inflating, like lungs softly filling with air. It's not violent, it's not fast, it's just persistent. A rhythm written into the fabric of everything. And this expansion, This cosmic exhale is carrying you with it. Right now, your galaxy is drifting. Our little solar system, spinning quietly inside the Milky Way, is being swept along by the breath of the cosmos. You're not falling. You're not floating. You're being carried by something so vast you can't feel it. But it is happening. The space between galaxies is growing. The light from distant stars is stretched. Their color shifts to red, the universal sign of movement away. This is how we know. The light itself tells the story. A story of motion, of time, of breath. The universe is exhaling. But will it ever inhale again? Some wonder, will the expansion stop one day? Will gravity pull it all back in, like a deep inward breath? Or will it stretch forever, cooling, dimming, fading slowly into a deep, eternal silence? We don't know, not yet. But what we do know is that this moment, right now, exists in the rhythm, in the outward motion, in the gentle pull of stars drifting further apart, like glowing leaves carried down an endless stream. And here you are, in the middle of it, not watching from the outside, but woven into the breath. You are not separate from the expansion. Your very atoms, once crushed in the cores of stars, now ride on this exhale. Your breath is part of the universe's breath. Your rhythm is written in the same fabric. So breathe with it. Inhale. Feel the stars above you. Exhale. Feel the space stretch softly all around you. No hurry, no fear. Just motion. Slow, endless, kind. The universe is breathing. And tonight, you are breathing with it. Let your mind grow soft. Let your body rest. Let your thoughts drift outward, gently, like starlight pulled across the sky. You are not falling. You are being carried. You're still floating, still drifting in the quiet rhythm of space. But something is holding you. Not tightly, not pulling you back, but gently, like a hand resting in yours. Like the weight of a blanket across your chest. Like a whisper that says, "Stay close. I've got you." This is gravity. It doesn't shout. It doesn't shine. You can't see it or touch it, but it is everywhere. It is the reason your feet touch the earth. It is the reason the moon circles above you. It is the reason stars burn. It is the reason galaxies spin. It is not violence. It is not control. It is invitation. Gravity is the quiet promise. Come together. Don't drift apart. It's the rhythm that keeps planets from flying off into the dark. The invisible music that tells moons where to dance. It's the reason a star can hold itself together, a perfect balance between falling inward and glowing outward. It's gentle, but unyielding. It's soft, but it shapes everything. Without gravity, there would be no breath, no orbits, no stars, no galaxies, only stillness. But gravity moves things. It holds them in pattern. It brings them into rhythm. Imagine two stars, spinning around each other, tugging gently, never touching, but always circling. That's gravity, a quiet connection, a cosmic partnership. Or think of our planet, nestled in just the right distance from the sun. Not too far, not too close. A golden orbit, a perfect balance. Gravity made that possible. It didn't force. It didn't demand. It just invited. And Earth answered. Even galaxies feel this. Some are drawn towards each other, slowly merging in spirals and streams, not crashing, not colliding like fists, but drifting close, in a slow-motion embrace, gravity pulling one arm into another until they become one. And even black holes, those strange, silent hearts of gravity, are not monsters. They are simply places where gravity sings too loudly to let light escape. They are the deepest part of the rhythm, the softest hum in the cosmic choir. And still, they are part of the breath. Even now, you are surrounded by gravity. The earth holds you. The moon pulls at the tides. Your own body, your own bones, your own breath are part of the pattern. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to try. Just rest. Gravity will do the holding. Let go of control. Let go of the need to rise. Just sink into it. The way planets sink into their orbits. The way stars gather dust to make light. The way galaxies spin in each other's arms. Inhale, gravity wraps around you. Exhale, you settle a little deeper. There's no danger here, no fear, only the gentle tug of belonging. You're not falling, you are being held by the same force that holds the stars. Let it keep you, let it rock you. You are safe, you are steady. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Now close your eyes again, not just to the room around you, but to everything you know, everything you've seen, everything that glows, that shines, that gives off light. Because now, we're slipping into the invisible, into a realm not of brightness, but of presence without form, of mass without sight, of rhythm you can't see, but that holds everything in place. This is dark matter. It doesn't shine, it doesn't reflect, it doesn't absorb light or give us warmth or appear in any telescope's lens. But it's there, holding galaxies in their spiral, cradling clusters of stars, shaping the very skeleton of the cosmos. When astronomers looked out into space, they expected the stars at the edges of galaxies to slow down, to drift away like leaves from the center. But they didn't. They moved just as fast as those near the middle, as if something invisible were holding them in place, gripping the galaxy with gentle fingers, preventing it from falling apart. That something was dark matter. No one has seen it. No one knows exactly what it is, but it makes up most of the universe's mass. Imagine that. Most of everything, everything, is made of something we cannot see,
but we can feel its pull. We can see its footprints. The way stars move, the way light bends, the way galaxies stay whole. Like wind through tall grass, dark matter leaves a pattern, even though the wind itself is invisible. It is silent, unseen, but steady, rhythmic, holding everything together, shaping the dance from the shadows. It doesn't ask to be noticed. It doesn't glow for attention. It simply does its work, quietly, faithfully, soft as a heartbeat you don't know you're hearing. And maybe that's a kind of lesson. That there are things in life we will never see, never name, never measure, but that shape everything. Like kindness, like memory, like gravity, like love. All invisible, all essential. Dark matter reminds us that not all rhythm is heard, not all breath is visible. Some of the most important forces are the quietest ones. So let yourself be held by the unseen. Let yourself drift in the embrace of something bigger than light or sound. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to name it. Just feel it.
That soft, invisible rhythm beneath everything, like a pulse you never knew was there, like a whisper guiding galaxies in their spiral, like a breath drawn by the whole sky and released across eternity. You are floating through that rhythm now, and it's carrying you gently. No rush, no worry, just the silent truth that even the things you cannot see are holding you. Always. Let's go back now to where stars begin, not in brightness, not in flame, but in darkness. Stars are born in clouds, vast, silent clouds of gas and dust, stretching across light years, cold, still, almost invisible. And yet, within that stillness, a heartbeat waits to begin. Something stirs, something folds inward, gravity pulls, gathers, tightens the dust like hands forming a fist. And then, in the very center, a flicker of warmth, a glow that was never there before, a breath caught, then held, then released. A star is born. It does not shout. It does not burst. It shines. Softly at first, like a candle lit in an endless cave, then brighter, then steadier, until it becomes a sun. Stars do not hurry. Their birth takes millions of years. A slow inhale, a drawing in of breath and fire and light. And once they're born, they begin to live, to shine, to burn. For billions of years, a star holds its rhythm, fusing hydrogen into helium, radiating light, radiating warmth, balancing itself in a perfect dance between pressure and pull. Each star is a quiet miracle, a flame suspended in nothing, and they shine, not for themselves, but for everything around them. They give light to planets. They feed life with heat. They guide travelers in the dark. They keep time in the heavens.
And slowly, slowly, they begin to change. A star, like everything, has a cycle, a breath, a beginning, a middle, and end. And the end is not death, not really, it's transformation. Small stars fade quietly, slipping into softness, a white dwarf glowing like a quiet coal, cooling for billions of years. Larger stars swell, they grow massive, red giants, huge and ancient, pulsing in the twilight of their lives. And then they let go. Some collapse, some explode. A supernova, not a scream, but a final brilliant exhale. A light so bright it can outshine an entire galaxy. And from that exhale, new things are born. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the gold in your rings, all of it, created in the death of stars. You are stardust, not poetically, literally. The breath of stars is inside you. And when a star ends, its matter does not vanish. It returns to the clouds, to the silent drifting dark, to begin again. Stars are not singular.
They are part of a rhythm, a cycle, an eternal breath. Inhale, a cloud gathers. Exhale, a star is born. Inhale, a star burns. Exhale, it returns to dust. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is lost. Everything becomes something else. You are lying inside this rhythm now. Your body, born of earth, shaped by time, contains the echoes of countless stars. And one day, your atoms will return to that cycle. Not in fear, not in loss, but in rhythm. Like breath, like starlight, like the gentle folding of light into dark. So rest now. Let the stars sing to you, not with words, but with warmth, with presence, with time. They are not so far away. They are part of you, and you are part of them. Breathe, and let your body remember what it has always known, that even the stars follow the rhythm. You are here, not lost in some distant galaxy, not floating through a place you've never known, but resting within the rhythm of your own home in the stars. The Milky Way, our galaxy, a spiral, a sea of light, a great glowing disk spread across the sky like a silver ribbon, a soft shimmer through the darkness, if you know when and where to look. And just like every galaxy, the Milky Way breathes. It spins. It pulses. It moves not like wind, but like tides. Not like machines, but like something living. It is vast. So vast your mind can only hold it in pieces. Over 100 billion stars, perhaps more. Each one with its own story, its own dance, its own breath. You are part of that number. You and the earth beneath you, and the moon above, and the sun that rises each day, all of it is tucked inside one of the Milky Way's spiral arms, a little suburb of stars, warm, familiar, gentle. A quiet corner in a luminous sea. And we're not standing still. Even now, as you rest, you're circling the galactic center. Our solar system, all of it, is orbiting a black hole at the Milky Way's core. But this black hole isn't chaos. It's not pulling everything inward like a drain. It's stable, balanced, a quiet center around which stars have danced for billions of years. It's a kind of anchor, a metronome. And we are turning. Once every 200 million years, we complete a full circle. Just imagine, everything you've ever known, every word, every story, every breath, has happened while we've barely taken a single step in that great circle. The rhythm is that slow, that patient, but it is steady. Like a drumbeat behind the stars, a low, slow thrum you feel, even if you can't hear it. Even our solar system breathes within the Milky Way. It wobbles. It rises and dips above the galactic plane like a boat riding soft waves. Up and down every 30 million years. A long, slow sway, a rocking motion through the dark. And some believe this sway affects more than just stars, that comets stir during these motions, that Earth feels tiny echoes from the galaxy's breath. Whether or not we see it, whether or not we understand it, one thing is clear. We are in motion. We are part of the pattern, not separate from the stars, not observers watching from the shore, but swimmers, riders, passengers in the breath of the galaxy. And just like your chest rises and falls as you sleep, the Milky Way moves. Inhale, the arms of the galaxy curl softly inward. Exhale. The stars drift gently outward. And you lie within this quiet tide.
Let that comfort you. Let it remind you that you are never still, never stuck, even when it feels like you are. Everything is moving. Everything is breathing. Even you. So sleep now, cradled in the spiral arms of your galaxy, held gently in the rhythm of your cosmic home. You are not alone. You are part of the pulse, and the stars are pulsing with you. Let's return now to that deepest silence. You're lying still, so still. Your breath has become quiet, barely stirring the air. Your body is relaxed, weightless, softened into the rhythm of night. Around you, there is no sound. Not the rustle of leaves, not the hum of electricity. Not even your own heartbeat seems to speak. Only stillness. But silence is never truly empty. Out there, beyond the Earth, beyond the solar system, beyond even the stars you've ever seen, something is stirring. Space itself is moving, not in great winds or crashing waves, but in ripples, tiny, delicate waves. Waves not made of water, not of air, but of reality itself. These are gravitational waves, the softest echoes of the universe's deepest movements. You cannot see them, you cannot hear them with ears, but they are real. They are moving through you right now.
Imagine the universe as a great, endless lake, and something enormous drops into it. Two black holes, locked in a slow, spiraling dance. For eons, they circle each other, closer and closer, until one day they merge. In that moment, that breathtaking moment, a ripple forms, not on the surface of the water, but in space-time itself. It stretches, it squeezes, not a sound, but a movement, and that ripple begins to travel. Through galaxies, through clusters, past nebulae and dying stars, through cold and dust and emptiness, for billions of years, until finally it reaches Earth. It moves through the planet, through the sky, through mountains, through oceans, through skin, through bone, and you never notice. But it was here, passing through you, stretching space so gently that it moved your atoms less than a fraction of a proton. And still, we built instruments that could hear it. LIGO, Virgo, detectors so sensitive that they can catch the faintest shift in the fabric of reality. What they heard wasn't a roar. It wasn't a song as we know it. It was a hum, a chirp, a soft rising frequency, a cosmic heartbeat echoing across time. And when we heard it, when those ripples reached us, we realized something extraordinary. The universe had been speaking this whole time, not in light, not in stars, but in movement, in waves, in breath. There are waves from every corner of the sky, some from black holes colliding, some from neutron stars merging in spirals of glowing debris, some from echoes we haven't yet named. And we've just begun to hear them. Imagine a spider's web spanning the entire cosmos. Every thread of that web is vibrating, trembling softly with the footsteps of ancient stars, with the turning of galaxies, with the pull of invisible forces. We are part of that web. We are resting on those threads. And as the universe trembles, we tremble too. Every now and then, a particularly loud ripple passes through, and our instruments, those delicate, slumbering giants, come alive. They whisper to us, something moved, something vast breathed. You are not alone. Gravitational waves are not just data, they are stories. Stories of stars that once spun, of gravity that once embraced, of events so ancient their light hasn't even reached us, but their rhythm has. And perhaps most beautifully of all, these waves are eternal. Once a ripple begins, it never stops. It just keeps traveling. Through all of time, through all of space, like a lullaby, drifting outward from its singer, forever. And now, you are lying in its path. Your body, your breath, your quiet rest, all gently wrapped in the fabric of a moving universe. You may not hear it with ears, but your atoms know. Your cells respond. Your heartbeat, your nervous system, your breath, all know what rhythm feels like, because you were shaped by it. You were formed in the ripples of ancient stars. You were grown in a world that spins with the cosmos. You are tuned to the universe's hum. even if you've never listened before. Let that thought settle into you. Let it comfort you. You are lying inside the song of the universe, not beside it, not watching from the shore, but in it, within it. And its quiet notes, its hums, its pulses, its tides are passing through you now. You are not alone. You are not disconnected. You are part of the song. So rest now. Let the waves continue. Let the ripples pass. You don't need to do anything. Just be. Just listen in the softest way. And know that the rhythm of the cosmos, the great breathing movement of everything, includes you. Always has, always will. You've drifted so far, haven't you? Past galaxies, through star fields, into black holes and gravitational tides. You floated through silence and moved with the pulse of the universe itself. And now, it's time to come home. Not to your city, not to your room, but to your body, to the quiet world within you. Because the same rhythm that moves galaxies moves in you too. Close your eyes. Listen. There it is. That breath. Yours. Rising, falling. You may not have noticed it until now, but it's been there all along. Like the gentle turning of stars, like the slow ripple of space, your breath is a rhythm written in the same language as the cosmos. It's not just air. It's memory. With every inhale, you draw in molecules older than mountains, atoms once forged in the heart of stars, oxygen shaped in ancient forests, particles once floated through interstellar clouds, maybe even by those you've loved. And with every exhale, you return it. You give back. You contribute to the cycle. You're not just part of the universe. You are active in its breath. Your chest rises and falls like tides beneath a silver moon. Your heartbeat taps quietly in your ribs, a soft metronome, keeping time with the stars. Your blood carries iron, formed in the core of a dying sun. The calcium in your bones, born from cosmic dust. The carbon in your cells, once floated through interstellar clouds. You are made of the universe. Not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. When you touch your skin, you touch stardust. When you breathe, you echo the motion of galaxies. And your breath, slow, calm, patient, is the same kind of rhythm that built worlds. Breathe in again. Let it be gentle. Let it fill you. That is the universe flowing into you. Breathe out. That is the universe flowing through you. You're not separate. You never were. Even when life feels heavy, or still, or quiet, the rhythm inside you is always there. The breath within you is sacred because it is part of a rhythm that stretches across 13 billion years.
Your inhale is the echo of creation. Your exhale is a contribution to the future. There is wisdom in your lungs, in your chest, in the pause between each breath. That silence, that moment of stillness, is the same stillness between the pulses of the stars. You are a galaxy, folded inward. You are a system of light, held gently by breath. So when you feel adrift, when you feel alone, when the world is loud, return to your breath. It is always there, waiting, ready to remind you that you are rhythm, that you are movement, that you are part of something vast and ancient and full of light. Right now, as you lie still, millions of stars are shining, planets are circling, comets are spinning, black holes are pulsing. The universe is breathing, and you are breathing with it. Let your breath deepen now. Let it soften. Let it anchor you to this truth. You are not outside the cosmos. You are the cosmos, wrapped in skin. A moment of light given a name, given a voice, given a breath. And that is enough. That is everything. The stars are still shining. Right now above you, millions of suns are glowing, steady, brilliant, warm. But nothing shines forever. Even light needs rest.
And just as breath slows with sleep, so too will the breath of the universe. Not soon, not tomorrow, not in 1,000 years, but far, far ahead, so far that time becomes soft around the edges. The stars will begin to dim. It won't be sudden. There will be no great collapse, no curtain falling, no switch flipping off the sky. It will be a quiet fading, a long, slow sigh, a bedtime for the stars. One by one, the brightest stars will burn out. The youngest will become old. The oldest will become memory. Their fuel, slowly consumed, will leave them cold and still. Some will become white dwarfs, softly glowing embers. Others will become black dwarfs, silent, invisible cinders that no longer shine. In the vast quiet, galaxies will drift further apart, too far to see one another, too far to send light from one star to the next. Space will stretch like a blanket being drawn over the sleeping body of creation. But it will not be sad. It will be peaceful. It will be calm, like a forest resting in winter, like a tide settling after a long day, like breath, pausing. And though the stars will fade, some things will still move. Black holes will remain, silent guardians of forgotten light. They too will eventually fade, evaporating slowly into a hush so soft it takes 1 trillion years to fully vanish. And what will be left? A quiet, a darkness, a stillness so complete it becomes something sacred. But even then, the rhythm will not have ended, because in that silence there will still be motion, tiny particles drifting, atoms quietly spinning, the faintest echoes of breath that once belonged to stars. And perhaps, somewhere in that far silence, a new breath will begin. Perhaps the universe, rested and hushed, will dream again. Perhaps a new spark will stir in the dark, a whisper, a pulse, a first soft inhale in a brand new beginning. We do not know, we cannot know, but what we do know is that every rhythm ends in rest. And rest is not failure, it is part of the breath, a necessary stillness, a beautiful pause. So as the stars one day grow quiet and the light gently dims, it will not be the end. It will be the hush before a new song. It will be sleep, and sleep is sacred, even for the universe. Now you are floating again, not away, but home. Not into the past, not into the future, but into this moment, right here. You've traveled so far, across the arms of galaxies, through the hearts of stars, into the stillness of silence and the shimmer of light. You've touched black holes and sung with the rhythm of gravitational waves. You've wandered into the quiet breath that once made all things. But now you rest. Because this rhythm, the one we've followed across the cosmos, was always within you. From the first breath you took to the one you draw now, you have carried the same pulse that beats through the stars. You are not a bystander in this universe. You are not watching from a distance. You are not separate. You are woven into the rhythm. You are the rhythm. Each cell in your body carries echoes of stellar cycles. Each breath is a remembrance of the wind that blew through nebulae. Each thought is electricity, a lightning flicker, just like those that leap across magnetic stars. You carry fire, you carry water, you carry gravity and light and dust. You carry the universe within you, and it carries you too. You are being held, right now, in a balance so precise, so tender, that it allows you to exist just as you are. You are the quiet in the breath. You are the light after the dark. You are the stillness that remembers motion. And every night, as you lie down and let go, you return to that rhythm. When you close your eyes, when you let your shoulders soften, when your thoughts begin to float, you're doing what stars do. You're entering the next phase of your cycle, not ending, not fading, but renewing. You are resting as the universe rests, because this is the rhythm. Inhale, light is born. Exhale, it becomes something else. Inhale, you arrive, alive, awake. Exhale, you surrender, you sleep, you heal. Even your dreams are stardust. Even your silence is part of the song. Let that comfort you. Let it ease the tension in your chest, in your mind, in your heart. There is no need to do more, no need to know more, no need to hold anything tonight. The stars are spinning, the galaxies are breathing,
The black holes are humming, and you are part of it all. You always were, and you always will be. So breathe now. In, the stars rise. Out, the light softens. In, you feel the rhythm return. Out, you drift into it completely. There is nothing to worry about, nothing to reach for, nothing to chase, because you are already home. You are already whole, and the universe, with all its vastness, with all its beauty, with all its breath, is breathing with you. Tonight, you sleep beneath the same rhythm that moves galaxies. You are not small. You are not lost. You are a note in the song, a ripple in the wave, a breath in the cosmos. So close your eyes, let go, and sleep softly, gently, inside the rhythm of everything.